Club Shiznet, Paul. I don't need the exact details. I just need you to give me who are some of the all-time performers at Club Shiznet. First team
all
Shiznit.
All right, so for people who don't know who Shiznit is, I have in Boston, I had a really great basement space to where I had a bar, a pool table, a movie screen, and we would like, and the reason, I'll tell you the reason I would do this. I would like have the guys come to my house and hang out, and it would be a private party instead of us going out. And I knew we would be safe. I had food for us. We had security, and I would just do it at my house because this is after the stabbing incident. I would do more stuff at the house because I knew it would be safe. It'd be controlled. It'll be friends, family, close people that I know and my teammates know. And we made a fun night of it, especially on days where we didn't have practice the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, guys, we got Shiznit coming up. We can go to my house, hang out, have a good time and not have to worry about looking over our shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in saying that, top 5 Shiznit players,
first team all Shiznit,
who really enjoyed it.
First team all Shiznit.
Definitely Ricky D.
Number 1 overall.
Definitely Gary Payton. Definitely Tony Allen.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3.
Congratulations, TA. I heard you have been nominated for all team of starting 5 of the Club Shiznit. Your OGPP has named you in the all-time starting 5. So before we get to all seriousness, congratulations on being named top 5.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's give it up for that. Let's give it up because I definitely was a heavy participant in Club Shiznet, man. From the dice game to the drinks to the everything you can name.
Your plaque is on the way. We're just finishing up some minor details, but your plaque is on the way from being on the first team.
Yeah, for sure.
They was there. GP did not want to be in Boston, but once he came to the first Shiznit,
it was good.
He was like, "All right, I'll be good here. I'll be good here in Boston." And then I had to say, oh man, outside of anybody, teammates only.
No, we don't have to. No. It don't have to
my
be.
My cousin David definitely the first team all.
Yeah, there you go.
All Shiznit. And let's see, Tony Allen, definitely GP, Ricky D, cousin Davo, and then I remember I didn't let Perk and Al Jefferson come because they wasn't over 21.
How responsible of you.
Way to be responsible. This whole thing is a brilliant idea, Paul. The whole thing is a brilliant idea. You get to socialize and bring back some components out of your life that were missing. You're keeping everybody safe and out of the streets and
cheap, saving money.
And you keep and the young fellas out the way. Yeah.
And we had a good time.
It's brilliant.
So and saying that, Gerald Green couldn't come either. He wasn't of age. And maybe Jay Reed, rest in peace, Jay Reed, man. One of my ex-teammates passed a few years back, man. But Jay Reed, he was loyal. He was a loyal soldier.
How happy are you that you stuck around in Boston and didn't, take the first bait or request a trade?
Well, I mean, I'm happy I stuck around, but it was a mutual thing. The owners wanted me there. Danny wanted me there because we had several meetings. They was like, look, we don't want to trade you. We want to build with you. We feel like you're a key piece to what we're trying to build here. And that's what I needed to hear at the time. If we were going to continue to keep getting younger and I'm in my prime going into 8th, 9th, 10th year, it didn't make sense for me. But when we had these meetings during the year, when we lost all those games and them showing confidence and wanting to keep me and not trade me, it made me want to stay there even more. So I put my trust in them. And they trusted me.
It worked.
P, before you get to your era of greatness, some of the wings, T-Mac, Kobe, Melo, LeBron, Vince Carter. I mean, you name Ron Artest. You know what I mean? The wings of the wings, D Wade. You grew up in the era and of the wings, and ended up becoming a Hall of
Bruh.
Famer, cutting your teeth through this section.
Yeah.
When you look back at the era of the wing player, do you consider that era probably the epitome of wing playerism in the
generation.
NBA?
I
The
do.
golden generation?
I do, man.
Mm-hmm.
I do, man. I think it was the golden generation about the wings, man. I'm telling you, I would sit in my house and look at the schedule, and I would say, all right, I got T-Mac, Vince, and I'm going to end the week with Ron Artest. And then next week, we got young LeBron and Melo. And this could be all within Kobe. And this could be all within 2 weeks. So it was like, man, I got to get my rest. You know, I had no time for nothing else. It was just, I felt like it was every night.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you didn't play guys who were considered superstars or all-stars, you still run into guys, you know, you forget about Michael Redd, you know, guys like that.
Facts.
Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin down in Sac. You know, guys who weren't as heralded, but can get you buckets. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even like Ricky Davis, like when he was on other teams, like he was a 20-point scorer.
Easily.
That can go off a 30 or 40 any given night. And so I do truly believe the wing era was in the 2000s. You know, and it was tough. That's why I probably didn't make as many all NBA teams, but I truly believe that they didn't go by positions and just say these are the 15 first, second, third team. Because think about what happened last year. Joker finishes second in MVP, but then he's second team all NBA, which doesn't make sense
at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because Joel Embiid wins MVP and he's at the same position. And so Joker gets left on first team, which is not fair.
It's got to be positionless.
So
it's got to be positionless.
You know, yeah, it has to be positionless. So, you know, but the wings, I can't even think of everybody. You had Sean Marion.
Come on now. It's a lot of unspoken wings. Yeah, it's a lot of unspoken wings that go unnoticed too. You got Jamal Mashburn you got to deal with.
Then you might get caught on. You might have to get caught on Catino Mobley. Like,
bro, imagine
another ISO island.
Imagine if that trade to Houston, if it happened,
I thought about that when you said that.
Unless they send him back, but imagine if it was Steve Francis, Catino Mobley, and you.
I saw Paul in a Houston jersey when he said that. It didn't sound too crazy. I was like, yeah, that sounds like what they was doing down there. ISO ball.
Yeah.
And then if you get Yao, and then if you get Yao too.
Right. And then Yao too. Oh, that would have been crazy.
Why don't people talk about Yao Ming? What was it like playing against Yao Ming?
Yeah, it was nice.
Do you think it's like how people feel playing against Wembanyama? Just like, God damn.
At that time, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
good point.
Because you never saw nobody that big move like that. You know, he had because nobody that big had that soft touch like that either. And with the footwork, you know, it's clips on Yao getting a rebound, pushing it full court. You know, he had a little handles on him too.
Tip jams.
So, yeah, you know, he just, you know, that's what you see when you see generational players. If Yao had been healthy, I mean, Yao easily would have been one of the top 50 players ever.
Facts.
Have you ever wondered if Chet Holmgren might be a descendant of Abraham Lincoln, or if a UFC fighter could beat an alien in a fight? You might have not, and that's okay. But Shea Serrano and Jason Concepcion from Six Trophies Podcast have. If you love basketball, and more importantly, if you love fun, you gotta listen to Six Trophies, where Shea and Jason serve up the biggest moments from around the NBA with their brand of unbridled joy, banter, and pop culture side quests. Each week, they hand out 6 pop culture themed trophies for 6 basketball related activities. Stuff like the Denzel Washington and Training Day trophy, given out to the player or team having the best week around the NBA. Or the Lauryn Hill You Might Win Some, But You Just Lost One trophy for the team or player that just can't get it together. Plus, a bunch more trophies for all the good, bad, or just plain head-scratching moments around the NBA. This playoff season, you'll want to make Six Trophies your go-to companion podcast. Follow Six Trophies on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. Listen ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus.